Okay, so our structure for any admin question, particularly when we talk about um, like special populations, neonatal pregnancy, obesity, elderly, liver disease, and we'll come to our next question with the liver disease or renal. How is pharmacology? What we need to remember is you can see there's a cop. He's eating a HSP, and he's talking to Siri. So if you just remember that, and the reason why I made it so important is because that's the foundation and the backbone of what we're going to talk about. So COPS, CO is for cardiac output, P is for protein binding, um, and special populations is the S, and pH is the one that I always forget. So, for example, renal acidosis in pregnancy. Sorry, alkalosis. Respiratory alkalosis in pregnancy, for example. Renal acidosis in renal failure, whatever. And then we go on to the ADME, so the metabolic. I remember HSP, so hepatic. Or you don't really have to remember hepatic, but it just works. S is for cirrhosis, and the reason why is because you always forget this one in in obesity. So that's why I put it there, because I forget it in obesity. And then you have pseudocholinesterase. So I always forget pseudocholinesterase, so that's why I've made the mnemonic. Okay. And then we have Siri, which is the PD factors. So sensitivity, drug interactions, receptors, and idiosyncrasies, like anaphylaxis. So there's obviously a lot more you can go into the different organism, and MAC is something that I always forget too. So you can remember a Mac, an Apple Mac. All right, so I've just changed the phone to a Mac, and basically, um, phone to a Mac, and that's basically that's why. So you don't so you remember Mac, because I always forget Mac. How Mac changes at different ages and neonates and so on. All right.